We're going on a road trip.
Let's go.
So we just arrived in London. We're staying with our friends in a couple of days, but we've hired a car until then, and we're going to explore the countryside. We've got 2.5 days in the car.
So as soon as we picked up the car, we gunned it to Bath. It was about a 2.5 hour drive.
We were literally just driving and we saw on the sign Stonehenge was up ahead.
Hold a second.
We were like, hang
I know
on.
what that is.
That sounds familiar.
So I just had a beautiful experience with an English person driving the road. Now doing this one, I don't know what that means, but it was, I don't know, I don't think I did anything wrong.
I think they were.
Love the English. We've made it. And what's the temperature like? We are not ready for this. Bring me back to the Turkish south coast weather.
Yeah.
So by the time we got to the pub, it was almost 8 p.m, I think, and we were absolutely starving. We were so excited for a proper English feed and a beer. So we got a stew which came with chips and salad, and we got a pie which had gravy, mash and peas, and it was about £17 for one and £19 for the other.
So we've just woken up in Bath.
It's actually quite sunny, which is nice, but it's going to rain today.
So we're getting back into our electric Polestar, one right here. And then we're going to go explore more of the town.
Yeah, and some other towns.
Ooh.
Every time we got into the car, we absolutely loved driving through the countryside. It was just so beautiful, so green and so lush. Once we headed into Bath, we found a car park, which was 2 hours. So we thought we would run around for 2 hours and see everything we could fit in. And we couldn't believe all the incredible food we saw.
Okay, we just walked around for about
10 minutes.
half an hour,
half
10
an hour
minutes.
maybe.
And there is so much good, yummy little treats everywhere.
It's crazy. I don't know how we're going to pick what we're going to eat.
There's cookies, there's fudge, there's brownies, there's like these like crazy amalgamations of like both of them, cheesecake and brownies. Oh my god. We cannot wait to show you what we're going to buy.
Yeah, but breakfast first.
Breakfast first.
So we'd heard about the famous Sally Lunn's Eating House, which is the oldest house in Bath. So we really wanted to try that. They're famous for their buns. So we got the cinnamon bun and a lemon curd bun, which were both delicious. Not what we were expecting though.
So we just had the famous buns from Sally Lunn's.
Sally Lunn's, and it's the oldest house in Bath.
And it was quite good, but they were kind of strange. It kind of was like an upside down burger bun with like some lemon curd on it.
It was yummy though. I like
good.
the lemon curd best. We also got the cinnamon one.
Yeah, it was very English.
Yeah.
So we walked around and had a look at some of the incredible architecture in town and got a few more little snacks. And then we were off to our next town where we had heard about these cute little tea rooms and we really wanted to get an English afternoon tea or tea and scones. So we popped into there and got that. It was actually so incredible. One of our highlights of the trip altogether. And Mitch finally decided that he likes tea, which is great. The tea room was also just so cute. The decor, the staff members had the cutest little outfits on.
Tea, jam and scones at the tea house.
Bridge tea room.
Bridge tea room was really cute, but the scones were so filling.
We were so full after. We should have just got one serving to share.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, this countryside driving through was just so beautiful. The next town we headed to was called castlecomb, which we heard is known as the prettiest village in the country. We parked at the incredible manor house and had a look around and then headed through the town, which was very, very small. It took about 10 minutes probably to walk through the whole town. We then went to the next town, which I think is called Le Coq, if I'm saying that right, which we mainly wanted to go to check out the Harry Potter Hogwarts hallways, which was in the old cloister, which actually closed at 5 p.m. and we got there at 4 p.m. and they let us in for half price, which was great.
And that's gonna wait. Oh.
Woo!
Woo! Oh, you're right. Get a bit closer. Ooh, yum. So, this is our last day in the English countryside. Last day in the English countryside, so we're going to do a bit more exploring. We've got a few more cool things to do for the rest of the day.
Oh, it's so good.
And now we're going to eat and devour this brownie. Oh my god.
That was disgusting.
Brett, what did you just say?
I said, feel free to hit our car, we've got full insurance. May as well use it.
Brittany, where are we?
Burton-on-the-water.
Burton-on-the-water. We're about to have some delicious little treat. The wrong way. Alright, crack in. So we're currently en route to a little model village, which I'm very excited for because it's model village inception.
Yes.
And it's like...
We'll show you what we mean.
Brittany, you're a giant. They got a model village in a model village, and then even smaller model village within the model village. Oh my god, there's a model village in a model village in a model village. Okay, I feel like I'm literally on the set of Hot Fuzz. This just reminded me of Hot Fuzz so much on the end scene where the guy gets like impaled through here. Come out? Whoa!
Next town we hit up was Stol-on-the-wold, and this one we heard that there was this church that had a door that inspired part of Lord of the Rings, which we definitely felt that vibe when we were there. We also had a look at all the antique shops in town, and then we went to this really cute farm called Dalesford Organic, where we walked through and had a look at all the produce. And honestly, if we were at home, we would have bought so much of this. It was all so yummy. We got a few little tasters, and we were almost going to eat lunch here, but I also had another pub on my list that I wanted to hit up. And after having a few little tasters and stuff, we were happy to head off to the next place. So then we drove about another 20 minutes to the cutest little pub called the Double Red Duke, where we finally got our first fish and chips. And we also had another really delicious, it was kind of like a little pizzeria thing, which had caramelized onion and goat's cheese on it, which was so yum. And we're glad we got that because it was a little starter, and the fish and chips was actually massive. And this pub was such a vibe. The interiors of it was so cute, and the food was so good. Highly recommend coming here if you're going to the Cotswolds.
So we're finishing our road trip in the English countryside. We've definitely noticed England is a lot more expensive than Melbourne, or Australia in particular, just like for food. I think everything's just like a quarter more than what we would pay in Melbourne.
Yeah, 100%. We just paid like $40 Australian for like a fish and chips. It was really nice. It
was good.
I wouldn't say it was like the best fish and chips I've ever had in my life, but like, what would you pay for that in like Australia?
I reckon $30 in Australia.
$30.
So we're heading back to the airport to drop our car off, and then we're heading into London town.
That is the conclusion of our countryside little visit. If you guys are enjoying the content, please leave us a comment to what we should be doing in London.
Yes, and stay tuned. We're going to be eating lots of yummy food.